30 seconds before we start so I can do my
It won't stay up.
my recording shit, and then once I give you the nod, I'll just bring your audio back up. But you're good.
It won't stay up. Damn it. Anyways, so I'm hitting the start button on this, putting the glasses on, and switching over to main scene 1. There we go. Aha! We have.
Hold on. Fuck it. I will just pick one. And we are. Where's my? Oh, that's right. I actually have more crap on this one. Here's the music.
Oh dear God, help us all. We're back. We're back.
There we go.
We're back after a very.
And we're actually doing this dual. I've been really afraid to do this with Discord.
Yeah.
Especially doing video calls. That's why I let you do Twitch. It's like, fuck it. It's a video call. We'll go ahead and do this. And that it takes a few seconds.
Yeah. But
Twitch is notorious for that.
Well, I'm not even streaming this on Twitch right now, but there's the Twitch chat and whatnot, and yeah. That's why I brought Sam into the call, but she's not on stream.
So that's a handy little trick.
Yes.
Yeah, because whether or not it's live, the chat works, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yes.
That is nice.
That's found a way.
Actually quite neat.
I found a way. Now, if Sam would actually talk to
so
us.
She can respond real time on Twitch, and that's a nice workaround. Good job.
Hey, you know what?
Yes.
I didn't spend the last 2 months dealing with stress and other shit just to sit here with my thumb up my ass. No, I sat, dealing with all the stress and everything else going on, and the chasing of the random skirt. That's not a conversation for this show.
No, that's going to be this weekend, because I'm sure there will be some updates on that.
There might be. But anyways, no.
But yes,
I didn't.
He is recording, and I am recording, so this will be the first time that we actually do a chaotic ravings that will actually be out the day that we do it.
Yes, we
haven't even done one this year.
No, well, like I said, between the stress and all the shit I've been dealing with, I
understand that, believe me.
I actually, and you know me, and for anyone who's just tuning in and just finding us for some god-awful reason, before we get into the Fursquared stuff, this is like our open show banter, like, this is what, this is just, shit that's going on in our normal lives, and then we'll get into the normal stuff after that, alright, just so we're clear.
Right.
So, first off...
You talk for a minute, I'm actually going to tweet this out.
I'm kind of a workaholic. I mean, I don't take a day off unless I'm bleeding, dying, or something like that. And I just got to the point where I actually had to take 2 days off last week. Literally, I called in 2 days. I was like, no, I can't do this shit right now. I've got too much going on. I've got too much stress. I need a couple extra days. Fuck work. So I called in 2 days last week. My next paycheck is gonna suck, but by God, I needed it. And then you were off gallivanting to Fursquared, which I really wish I could have gone to, because that would have been funner than hell. But in the meantime, I've been doing various things like.
You talk for a couple of minutes, because I'm trying to get a tweet out that we're live on Pride 48, and I'm trying to use the con hashtag, which is 100 characters in itself. So it's kind of trippy, because when you put in a hashtag, everything connects to it, and when you hit a space, then it moves up. So it's like, why is this working this way? I don't like this.
Why are you using the con hashtag? You know they do it for schlitz and giggles, right?
I'm doing it because I actually tweeted out with that hashtag, and a few people liked it because of that.
Okay.
So I'll use it when I actually post the episode too. But I figured we'll probably be going for at least an hour. So this will give people a chance to come in and listen.
Oh yeah. Well, and like I said, I've been doing a few things. Like while you were off gallivanting at the fur convention, I got some upgrades going for my computer. I've got a few more things coming in here and there, because bless you, income tax return. So I've been streaming more things like that. And have you checked out some of the streams I've been doing?
I saw that you posted some, but honestly, I was so tired today that I haven't checked yet.
Okay, yeah, no, like massive quality updates across the board. I'm actually like almost professional looking. Holy shit. Now, like people really want to see more of this mug, but uh and there's Sam sitting in the corner going, "When do I chime in? When do I chime in? When do I chime in?" Yeah, there we go.
Let's see if that works. Yes, it does.
I could actually probably squeeze that around. Yeah, occasionally you'll probably see like the chat window from move around and this and that and do weird things here and there, but that's mainly me just trying to find a optimal setup for it and not to have her lines of text eventually cut off our faces. But anyways, yeah, so I've been I it is fully on me that we haven't done a show for the last 2 months. That is fully on me, because I've been dealing with a lot of shit, just a lot of shit, a weird work schedule and everything else, and I'm not happy with it. I'm really not happy with it, but I'm now mentally in a better place, and physically I'm working on that still. Otherwise, I'm back up and running and all that fun stuff. And so, what are you up to, sir?
Right now, I am just trying to recover because they did something really cool. And I really enjoyed that they did this. You remember last year I told you basically what would happen is I would get up, we'd go out and eat, and by 9 o'clock I was already off doing panels.
Yeah.
This year, they started at 11.
Oh, God.
So that gave me time to get up, walk around, wake up a little bit, and do stuff. And they did run, but the thing was, they did run a little later, not too much. So was the sleep shit? Well, I didn't get very much of it, but I did get some rest because my right arm, for people who've listened to Chaotic Thoughts, has been bugging me. And I started right before I left on an anti-inflammatory. Well, unfortunately, the anti-inflammatory didn't do any more this year than it did last year. So I'm going to have to talk to he said to do exercises. Every time I try, it's good for about an hour and a half, and then it gets bad again. Anyway, beyond that.
Whoa, that came in way louder than I meant it to.
It was really, really fun. I did this. I saw some things I wanted to go to, and I actually had a schedule set up.
Yeah.
And more, I don't know what it was. I started going from my comfort zone, I guess, and I just found things that looked fun or just looked. Last year I played, okay, I know who I want to see. I went to the panels of the people I knew.
Yeah.
That's the safest bet when you're doing something like this.
Yeah.
This year, I went to panels that I was just curious about. I went to D&D panels, of course. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, and I saw you talk about.
I also. Tell you what, I'm gonna bring up. I bet you the best way how to do this.
Oh God.
Is we are going to bring up the Sked.
Oh God.
For 2018.
Yeah, let's start at day 1 and work our way to like the day 4.
Okay.
What you saw, what you went through, what you experienced, and how many flying dildos there were.
Okay. Just to let you know, so that you don't have a surprise later. And someone left the Phantom Producer at home. I am so... Well, I'll tell you what, Samantha. I will get to that. Believe me, you be very happy that you were left at home, because that did not turn out well at all. Okay, so we're going to start. I will link to... I think I can link to my Sked, actually.
Uh-oh.
Aw, I've got a friend on here. I didn't know... Oh, well, I'm sorry. I just got completely caught off guard because somebody friended me on Sked.
Okay, so...
Okay. So, first day, what we did, the opening... well, I did get my registration. I got my con panel and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be very proud of me because I was a super sponsor, obviously. So I got my super sponsor tag.
Yeah.
And the tag I picked for theme was Necromancer. Seriously, they had Archmage. They had Drunken Master. They had nothing. I mean, come on. They had like Divine Guidance. I would actually be arrested for false advertising if I took that. Archmage? I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
That's an
Much less cast
Archmage.
Spells. True. So I picked Necromancer just for the hell of it. So, and then of course I had a panelist tag because and we'll get to that later. Then I went to Alkali's D&D panel, which was kind of, the problem was I wish they would have put this Friday, because he was so busy loading everything in and get everything set up. The panel didn't run as long as he wanted it to.
Yeah.
It was still a good D&D 101 course.
Yeah.
You know, and it was good for getting people interested in it, and that's what it was supposed to do. Then we go to the mistake.
Sorry,
okay.
Hang on, before you go further, real quick, I have to point out, since you started talking about, what your class and whatnot was, I've had the Shade of Iran chant playing in the background. I will.
Oh, okay.
I will not move when Flame Wreath is cast, or yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that. I actually created a character there. I don't think I have it here, but I remember enough of it. Okay, Samantha and Chaos.
Oh.
And Samantha, remember to type in Twitch for this. But I have a question. We're going to have you guys guess what movie we watched. You have two. Well, I'll give you four choices. Number one, it starred, the first two are together. Kevin Sorbo. No, we aren't on Twitch, but if you type in Twitch, then your chat appears on the video that Cody is doing. So I will go on, tell you what, hold on, I'm going to go on Twitch so I can see her type.
Yeah, Discord is just kind of for the audio. It's a workaround, Sam. It's a workaround. Because Discord
Sam, type in there. I will be on Twitch, and I will respond to what you type there. And of course, you're not showing up as a followed channel because you're not streaming at the moment. Gah. You aren't hosting anybody, are you?
I think I am, actually. And
Okay, so I have to pause that.
No, snooze.
Okay, yes. Samantha, I can see you talking. Okay,
auto hosting is snoozed for right now.
Okay, so this is a movie, obviously. And I'm going to throw in a freebie. This is not a television movie. This is an actual movie. That is one, fantasy, and two, stars Kevin Sorbo. Oh, wait. She thinks she has it already.
I think I have it too.
No, Sam. No, oh God, I would have given anything if it was Call the Conqueror.
That was gonna.
No, but what? That would have been great.
That would have been my first guess. Was Call the Conqueror, honestly.
Okay. Third clue. It was crowdsourced.
Oh God.
Nobody knows.
Oh God, it's in the back of my brain. I thought about throwing $25 at one point because it was
they did another movie. That wasn't religious? Yes, he did. Oh my God, my levels are high. I just realized this. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh my God, it's
Hopefully, yeah.
It's not.
There we go. That's better. I am so sorry, folks.
I want to say it's an Under Siege Tale movie, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh God. So
okay, for Cody, here's The Fly in the Amber. It was a sequel.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here going. I want to say it's an Under Siege. movie, but I can't. Oh God, my brain. It won't come out. It won't come out. I think it's because
Okay.
it was so bad my brain blanked it.
Oh, and there are 4 of them.
It's
There are actually 4 parts, 4 movies in this series. We saw the second one.
I know what you're talking about, and oh my God, it's I hate you.
Phrasing from. Do you have any guesses, Samantha? I'm assuming that Chaos is throwing up the white flag on this one. We'll see if she has any guess on this. But
She's probably
yeah.
cheating. She's probably cheating with.
She's going in IMDb and now she's like, geez, he has done a lot of movies. Damn right I am.
How did I know?
Okay. 2 points to Gryffindor for Samantha for actually saying, fuck this, I need to know the answer. She refuses to go down without a fight.
There we go. That's better. There we go. It's
okay.
No, I'm not the producer. I'm supposed to know your damn script.
Have you ever known us to use a script?
I used to make.
Maybe we should get on that Trillo bullshit everybody's talking about, just so we can give. Yes, she got it.
Mythica.
We saw Mythica 2. Which, I'll be honest, yes, it's a shit movie. Okay, I'm not going to lie. But for the actors, for what they had to work with, which obviously wasn't much.
He did 3 of them.
It was a decent enough. It was a very mid-budget MST movie. We're not talking Monos. We're talking more that one I like with Donald Pleasance, the Mad Max like Utopia one. I can't like Battleborn I can't remember what it's shown on Turkey Day every year. Or actually, and this won't rate it high amongst people who think this. You've seen Overdrawn at the Memory Bank.
Yes.
Okay, it's bad, obviously, but it has a story. It follows the story. In the world, it's a comprehensible story. It's just not made at it's not got the budget or whatnot behind it that would make it a better story.
Okay.
If you can, that is what Mythica is like. The actors are fairly decent. The story, well, a little, it's more, original D&D-ish.
Yeah.
D&D movie type. If I had seen the first one, I would actually probably like this one better because it comes in the middle of something.
Yeah.
And the flashbacks really don't help. I would not mind if I could find all 4 of them, maybe just getting the whole story, just to see how it is.
And Sam has a point. They made the 5th Phantasm movie on less than $100,000 US dollar. And that's actually not a bad movie at all.
Actually, I have not. Is that the last one where
yes.
Right after the guy? I really want to see that. That does look good. And no, I'm not saying because they didn't have. I'm just saying.
In spite of
crowdsourced. This was crowdsourced, so I mean that all. Then you're trying to please your backers and all that too.
Yeah.
I think given how it was, it's never going to win any awards, unless it's a Razzie or something. But it's a fan project, and for a fan project, it's okay. It's just okay. It's not horrid, but it's meh. It's a good pick for MST. It was a really good pick for that. But it's got me interested enough. I would just like to see the full series just so I know what the story was. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
it.
So how crazy did Mistake get because of that movie?
Well, we did have Torch. Somebody donated $100 for Torch in a medieval movie.
Oh God.
Somebody donated just straight up fire after that so we could count candles and stuff like that. So Dusty Ringtail was actually the moderator. And he said he and Alkali came up with a list of like things that they would, they might or might not put on, and Torch was not on the list that they would not accept. I bet they wish they would have now, because they paid for it. They paid for it dearly, I'm sure.
It is now, yeah. Very much. Yeah, no, that is now on the list.
Oh, that's definitely on the list.
I probably...
And speaking of Dusty Ringtail, that is the person who followed me.
Oh.
On Sked. So salute to you, Dusty. You didn't get to talk to Dusty. I wish I would have. But
now, so
that is. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. Now we've gotten through Friday pretty much, right?
Yeah, Friday was registration and D&D the D&D panel, and then
how crazy was
MSC.
opening?
There really wasn't anything else.
How crazy was opening ceremonies?
That's what we're getting to next, and I'm going to try and remember, because that was the next thing on the list, was opening ceremonies.
Oh dear God!
Opening ceremonies was okay. I'm going to have to put a caveat to this. Because I bought
caveat 1.
I wanted to go in. Oh yeah, there's going to be a few. I wanted to go this year because I worked at a costume store. Okay, last year, what was the theme last year?
Was it the murder mystery?
I think it might have been.
Yeah,
but
yes, maybe.
No, Clue was the year before, but there might. Oh no, it was Friday the 13th, horror. But this year it was Lizards and Labyrinths. Okay, cool. So what I did was I wanted to go through fun, and I wanted to get a costume. Yeah. They had barbarian costumes, they had Renaissance costumes, but the problem is I couldn't find anything really my dimensions.
Please tell me you went with a sexy witch. Please tell me you went with a sexy witch.
Where were you when I was shopping? I don't think there are any that are big enough for me anyway, but that would have been a hoot.
You could have gone as Elvira.
I would have been killed.
You would have been praised as a god.
No.
You get some fake boobs. You get some fake boobs, and you get the beak comb, and you go as Elvira.
Okay, mister. You can go as that. You're the one who has the hard-on for Elvira.
Won't deny it.
So
I don't care if she's 66.
Well, you damn well better not. Okay, so I found a plague doctor outfit. It's like, that made sense. I didn't think to measure myself. So when I put my hands up and then put them down, a big rip went right down the back. So it's the only time I'll ever use the damn thing.
Oh my, no.
But it was a very good costume. It looked very good. The only problem was I couldn't really hear anything or see anything. So I don't really know much about what happened at opening ceremonies because I couldn't really see or hear due to the costume.
Oh, God.
One thing that did happen that they never... It was a very tame opening. It was nothing like last year. I remember that. Look at the chat, damn you. I know, I've got 3 things go... Okay.
Sausage casing alert.
Okay, hold on. I need to swap this because my eyesight sucks. Okay, we are going to move Sked over to my big monitor because all I need to see here is the name.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
enjoying my
Kavat
new monitor
is something
setup
we
myself.
sling your arm on. Use English. I thought Kavat was addendum.
It's a
I've heard it used
caveat.
that way.
Caveat is
Oh,
actually...
caveat. Sorry, thank you. You've now ruined my day thinking of drooling over Witch Mercy. Yes, yes. Thank you. And yes, Cass Pearson and Elvira are hot. What does the sausage casing alert mean? The Mr. Magoo monitor. Yeah, it really is. I'm going to have to start boosting my general fonts. In fact, I've started having to do that. I might have to boost my fonts on pretty much every chat program I use.
Yeah. But
But
anyway,
they had a thing where the only thing that I really remember, you remember, you've seen the video from last year.
yeah.
It was not near, it was fairly straightforward this year. It wasn't too bad.
You stuffed yourself
is
into
that-
it like a fecking sausage. Pretty much.
Trust me, if you bought a sausage that was wrapped up this much, I wouldn't recommend it. It'll probably explode the moment you try to get it out. This was literally, it was skin tight on my arm.
Phrasing.
Everything else was fine.
Are we still
It was
doing
just-
phrasing? Phrasing?
Oh, isn't it a little late for this? The prosecution rests. Yes, good job.
Yes. Anyways.
They had something that started that never really followed, and that was the fact that they were going to have a war between the Kalerati and the newly formed Church of Adam.
Oh, dear God.
They had a Kalerati banner and everything, and then like they had the Church of Adam too, but it was supposed to be you were going to donate between the two and we were going to see who was going to raise more and all that.
Yeah.
I never heard anything of it again. So I don't know what happened there.
Don't ask.
And in a way I'm kind of glad because this thing was
Weird.
odd enough. We didn't really last year the Kalerati worked because even though there was Friday the 13th, a lot of the panels and whatnot were just normal panels, so that kind of helped.
See,
The Kalerati kind of helped. This year, all the panels and everything were more themed, so I don't think that really worked as well.
No, and that's a missed opportunity by the Kalerati, and Pandez and whoever runs the Kalerati now. That's a completely missed opportunity because they could have acted like a whole cult of necromancers trying to raise Alkali from the dead with Kale.
Yeah, they could have done a lot with this, but they did. It
just missed opportunities.
Didn't seem to go anywhere. But it was very nice. It's as far as opening ceremonies go, it ran very well. So
what has been seen cannot be unseen. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is completely missed
I
opportunity.
will have to comment on opening ceremonies when they release it. Because it was very hot. I was having trouble breathing.
You were all hot and sweaty and bothered. I mean, what?
Yeah, and it wasn't in a good way. I wish it would have been.
Okay, there we go. Now,
okay. The first one is where stuff. The first one is where stuff really gets fun.
Okay.
D&D 101 introduction.
It got zany.
This was fun. It got fairly zany. Yeah, I might have to. For some reason, the audio between your lips moving on Discord and
that's because I had a net glitch, so it's
okay, but yeah, you can. We're still synced up on this, so that's fine.
Yeah, there was a minor derp on my end. It's fixed now, but yeah, everything.
The Matrix has been reconfigured. Yes. So this was, it wasn't anything that you or I couldn't have probably, with the help of the book taught ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against the people who did it.
No, but it's
So
a 101
this
class.
This is a class. This is what your class does. This is what alignment is. It was literally the basics. But it was a good thing for me to sit in on.
Yeah.
because the last time I played, I'm not counting or Roll20.
Yeah.
The last time I played was, I think, 1986, 1985. That was the last time I sat in a room with people and played Dungeons and Dragons. So just as a refresher for me, because I fully intended to play this last weekend, it was really nice for me to be able to kind of, get back into that mindset again. It was the people who did it, Scholar Ringtail and Phelan and Dragor, were really good about taking questions, really good about, if people needed to raise their hand or whatnot, taking time to get in more with various things. These people really know their stuff and they really like talking about it.
Yeah.
From what I heard, next year, I don't know if they'll do the panels, but they're certainly planning on running the Open D&D again, which I fully intend to go to at least one of.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is, and like I said, it's D&D, it's 101 introduction, basically, and I know somebody was recording it. Basically, it's, you can go on, again, not taking anything from them. You can go on a D&D, D&D for Dummies or introduction like that online and kind of get the gist of what this was. This was for people who are coming to the con, may have heard a little bit about D&D, never really thought much about it, but hey, I've got an hour to kill. Let's go learn about it.
Yeah.
And it was good for that.
Yeah, which is actually really nice. That's the point of something like that, is even for experienced players, going to an introductory class with people who play it all the time. It's like me.
Yeah.
I haven't played since 3.5 edition. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was even before that.
Yeah,
whatever, it might have been 2 that was out in 85.
Last time you played D&D was actually a little bit before I was born. So,
oh, thanks.
Keep that in mind.
Good thing I bought a cane this year, isn't it? It sounds like I'm going to need it. Oh, I need to talk about that later.
So keep that in mind, as it's been 30 plus years.
Yeah, about 32 or 33 years since I sat in the same room with people
and played D&D
and physically played D&D. Like I said, not counting the one campaign I did on Roll20.
I want to say that was God, I think that was still like 2nd edition. Yeah,
I'm pretty certain it was 2nd.
Yeah, and we're up to 5th and a half, something like that.
Because I think Deities and Demigods came out with 2nd edition, and Deities and Demigods was out already at that point. Because that's when I got my copy, was around that same time.
Yeah. So it's been there's been a lot of changes. And that's why going to an introductory course like D&D 101.
Oh, yeah, and this is
really
5e. So I mean, there were a lot of things they were talking about, the differences between 3, everything below 5 and 5. 5, hey, this is a great system to start at. It really made things easier for me.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, you and me both have played D&D before, but 5th edition is a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, okay, you did the D&D thing, and I saw you you put up a thing on Facebook or Twitter or something about like a 3-hour session, and you had fun with that.
Yes. Yeah, that's on Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. All right. So after the D&D 101, and okay.
The one that when you come, the one we're going to next is one I know for a fact you will give anything to go to.
Well, hang on before we get to that. So, all right. Since we've been kind of skipping across this so far. So the opening ceremonies wasn't as zany as you were expecting, but it was still good.
Also, on opening ceremonies, I'm going to hold that until it comes out, and then I will do like a little thing on it, because again, due to the mask and whatnot, it was a little hard for me to understand what was going on. The big thing I remember was the Kalerati Church of Adam. really don't. It's like I said, it seems to
Sorry,
be a
you
very
say Church of-
straightforward opening ceremony.
You say Church of Adam, and my brain automatically
Yeah.
flashes to Neon Genesis Evangelion.
We're
And
talking about Adam from whose line is it anyway from last year?
so probably
If you saw that panel.
yeah, and Sam was thinking, and our Phantom producer Sam was thinking Fallout, and I'm thinking Neon Genesis Evangelion, which kind of works in either direction, but that's just
Yeah.
you know that's what kind of nerds we are. And opening ceremonies was mainly because you couldn't hear and see shit. We should teach you how to do
way the
makeup.
mask.
We should teach you how to do.
Well,
makeup.
what they really should have done with the mask, because they had that netting for the eyes, and they had a little net down here for the breath, which was another problem. It was kind of hard to breathe. They should put at least a light netting around the ears, because there was solid plastic there, so it was kind of hard to move around. But the next one, I know for a fact you would want to go to.
All right, hit
and
me.
that is Otherworld Stories.
we don't ever want me going to that panel.
Oh yes. I will drag you to that panel. Again, okay, for anybody listening, number one, what the fuck is wrong with you? Number two, these are things, Friday, we're talking something that was about 4 days out. I'm going to try and remember these as well as I can. I was going to try and do little things in between, but due to the fact that I didn't get back into my room until midnight or later every night, I didn't want to wake my mom and dad up, so I couldn't do little rundowns for myself.
Yeah.
When I got back. So I'm relying on what memory I have.
Yeah. So, but just a brief overview of what Otherworld Stories is for people who've never been to Fursquared. We're just kind of interested in what the hell is going on here.
Otherworld Stories is basically LARP, Nero, things like that. A lot of people, including Dusty Ringtail. Dusty Ringtail is the man who was responsible for Alkali being a furry. Alkali was at a LARP, and I think actually he may have. The joke is that Dusty got him into furry, and he got him into LARP. So I think the way it happened was he met Dusty. I think they met at a wedding. He met Dusty, and then Dusty was, got into LARP, and then shortly after Dusty, the joke is Dusty's like, boy, why are you playing so good? Why are you so rageful or playing a fox or fighting so well? It's like, I just joined this furry thing. And I have a lot of stress I need to get out. And Alkali was like, tell me more. And then this happened. Is how Alkali. In fact, I think that was one of the Otherworld Stories they actually told that story. This year it says Alkali, Dragor, Miko, Dr. Bitches. I am not swearing, that is his name, and Dusty. Then there were two people I didn't see before. You've seen the Otherworld Stories from MFF.
Yeah.
You remember the story of the Treant?
Vaguely, yes. I may have to go rewatch
the lady
that.
who is that character was there. And then they had another person up there. Again, a little hazy on the stories, but they had some very fun stories about people. They had some hero stories again. Honestly, if you want to go to a panel, if you're in the middle of the day, this was at 3 p.m. This is one of the first panels of the entire convention, which is strange because I think last year this was on Saturday or Sunday. Oh, it was on Saturday. This is a good one if you just want to if you want to come and sit down and you like Alkali or whatnot, and you want to hear more about other things that he does.
Yeah.
Dr. Bitches has been going and doing this stuff for many years, so he's got a lot of stories. Steve was not there this year. He was there, but he was doing the booths. I didn't see his mom at all, which kind of scared me. But Nancy, I didn't see her this year, but Steve was there. But Dr. Bitches was the Nero person, aside from the two they brought in, that was there.
Yeah.
But that is one when it comes on YouTube. That's going to be one of the first ones I probably download, because I think the other world stories they're very good. They weren't as, from what I remember, they probably weren't as goofy as some of them, especially last year, because Miko was there, or even when Boozy was on at MFF.
Yeah.
There were I can't remember if Dragor was there or not, but it was almost all LARP. So it was actually a more straightforward LARP thing. It was really, really neat.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely one to
keep an eyeball out for.
To look for. Yeah, keep an eye out for it. It's a nice one. Three-headed monster was next.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah. Wow is about the only thing I can say. It was Xander, Alkali, and Pandez this time around.
As always, yeah.
No, because usually Alkali goes last.
Oh,
it's
okay.
usually Xander, Pandez. This time Pandez closed it out, and it was nice.
You don't want to spoil that one, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, even if I really could remember it, that is more a stand-up set. So I don't want to ruin that, because I don't want to be the one that people point and say, hey, you blew the joke. No. And if I was actually kind of hesitant on Three-Headed Monster, to be honest, and this is nothing against those three, but it's the same thing with Uncle Kage's Story Hour. If you see a lot of people record Uncle Kage's Story Hour, and I can vouch for this in the sense that if you watch the Anthrocon 2017, which I'm one of the people responsible for that going out and possibly fucking up the Duggo situation. Sorry, I actually asked Alkali on the stream before that if he would have it live, because I wanted you to see it, because I told you about that, but you weren't able to be there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you watch them, and a lot of stand-up comics do this, is they will have a yearly set.
Yeah.
And if that's one of the things you see every year, like Pandez's Canadian Acid Trip Kids Show, showed up on a few of them last year, so you kind of got an idea of what was going on.
Yeah.
So I just went because the heck with it. I needed to.
Yeah, we'll get to your paper making that.
No. We'll talk about this after, when we take a break between this to actually do a show, because I want to read that. Didn't know about that. I did play Quipfur. Quipfur was the next thing. I did play Quipfur for a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad. So it was better than last year, because last year when I went up and I tried it, the question that we answered wasn't the question that everybody saw, so our answers made no sense. So this year I answered the question, but I typoed it, so I still lost. But that's what, they were doing a queue, so once I got through the queue, I left.
Yeah.
And then came where Spider was born. D&D 102, character creation.
Oh, dear.
I rolled up Spider as a Wood Elf rogue, criminal. And I don't have the character sheet. I think it's back there. But it was me and a...
Somewhere in the
Well,
mess.
no, I have a little brown bag that has all my Furcon stuff, or my Fursquared stuff in it, minus the shirts, because I actually washed those today.
Yeah.
Do not buy a shirt at a con and then try to put it on. It's like trying to put on Brillo pads, dryer sheets. What? Wasn't even wearing it 3 minutes, and I was just itchy. So
Yeah. No. Like, at the very least, you throw those into like a bucket of water and pull them out, or let them dry for half an hour, and then put them on. Because no, bad, Rendal, bad. Lesson learned.
I did get a Draggets Show pirate shirt.
Oh God.
Well, they were actually selling them there, so I figured I could go there, get the right size, and I'm going home anyway, so I'll pay for shipping.
Yeah.
So, but I made a Wood Elf rogue.
Staff shirts get pre-laundered. You know this, Sam.
Yeah, no, these were just straight off of the bus, basically.
They
were
off
literally out of. You could
box,
see the boxes
rolled across the highway, down the hillside.
Yeah, they were. You could literally see the shipping boxes behind the dealer's den, full of more boxes. These had never been used. So, but character creation was a lot of fun. It was me and a younger girl. We were the only rogues. So it was like, okay. So we had a lot of fun with that. But the whole way it was supposed to turn out, and of course, when I played the game, it wasn't really used at all. I wanted to be what they call in DDO, a mechanic. I'm the one who deals with secret doors and traps and disarming and stuff, which is a good thing if you're dungeoneering.
A thunder blast that can blast a hole through a dragon's head. Oh,
we weren't even going to get anywhere near that, probably.
Oh, okay.
Now here's where we come to. Here's where we're going to get into panels I went to just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
There's one hosted by a lady called Ava Nova, who's a wonderful lady, who did Tell Me a Story. And it's basically a writer's panel. This is where you come in and you talk about, what kind of fiction do you write? Are you a writer? Are you having trouble getting your stuff published? Are you having? It's kind of like you've seen the Shipper's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
101s that she's been doing. It's similar to that.
Yeah, and it's something that I would enjoy going to just because I sit there. It's like I've got half-finished books I've been writing for years now that I'm just like,
several people did.
One day I will get these finished, and I just can't find the best way to turn these.
Well, we'll start working this year. I'm still going to work with you this year. I think what you should do, and this is what I do, any convention I go to, or any trip that I go to, the very first moment I know that I can book a room, I book it.
Yeah.
I can always cancel it later, but the very moment that window is open, I've done it for Pride 48, for trips. The hotel is the very first thing I book as soon as I can. So we'll have to see if we can get you. And next year, I've been told I might be going by myself anyway, because my mom and dad aren't really had trouble with that trip. That's a 7-hour drive for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. There are people like me who do fan fiction. There were people who do honest fiction, who do comics, who just, again, like you and me, they may have started stuff that they've never finished. And as is something that I'm used to with going to poetry slams and whatnot, we had kind of a round robin story. She wrote down 6 starting lines on 6 pieces of paper, and then we all had to add a line to it.
Yeah.
Some of them got kind of fun, including one. What was it? The story I read, there were a sister and a brother that apparently were hiding from a sniper, probably like a Fallout thing or something.
Yeah.
And one of the lines was, "There's something you need to know about me." She takes a gun and bullets out of her purse. The next line is, "I don't know how to shoot a gun." And she just starts firing wildly. I'm like, that's one of the best lines I've ever read. You're getting all set up for yeah, I was a Navy SEAL and I'm a sharpshooter. Oh, fuck this. I got this thing in my gun. I'm just going to shoot it. I don't know how this got in my purse, but hey. it was cute.
Big dramatic reveal, sudden left turn.
Exactly. It's exactly what I wish somebody would have been recording that. That was one of the funniest things I ever read. But Ava Nova, she did really good. It was a very small panel, but it was also 9 at night.
Yeah.
So, and there were a lot of other panels going on. It's just the next one I wanted to go to, which was Boozy's Drunken Nap Time, which we'll get to in a minute, was literally next door to this panel. So my thought was, this runs from 9 to 11. Boozy's panel runs from 11 to midnight, and it's literally right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just go, because nothing else really made sense at that point. They had like D&D and stuff, but it was already going.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to join a game in progress. Which brings us to Boozy's Drunken Nap Time. Which Dixie the Lioness, who you have seen on panels.
On
now,
occasion,
she's the one who wrangles Foxamore and Pepper, and now Boozy, apparently.
Oh, God. Oh,
she
God.
She is Boozy.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. She is not his agent. Question Marks is his agent.
She is his handler.
When Dixie IMs him saying, I think this would be fun, question marks, yeah, he'll do that. Doesn't talk to him about it. Just says, yeah, he'll do that. Because the first thing he said, and this is taped, the first thing he said is, I did not agree to this. This was not told to me until I got an email saying you are doing this. It was what, and you could just see that he still kind of likes going to FurCons, but now he has realized that the silent deal between him and QM is like, well, if you're gonna go, I'm gonna make sure you're working, because her and Dixie lined him up for like 6 panels without his knowledge. It was just amazing. And yeah, she is his handler because the badger did what the otter told him to do. That's
It put so much context to some of his tweets over the weekend. Oh my God.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I went on InnoReader, which is my RSS feed, and Saturday morning I had like 700 tweets, so I just clicked read. I'm not going through all that, but yeah, if you see a lot of his tweets are like, God damn it, why am I being roped into all? Yeah, thank Dixie Lioness and QM.
So much. They are the ones now. Because I've been hopping on Twitter over the weekend, just like, all right, what's going on? And I see random. I'm like, what the fuck is going? And then I'm reading these random tweets from Boozy Badger all weekend, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get the context. I'm gonna get the context, eventually. But I'm really curious, and now it makes all of the sense.
Oh yeah. He made no. This was, he didn't say it much after it, but of course, this was 11 at night. They had a 15-hour drive to get here. And they must have come in Thursday because he was actually at opening ceremonies.
Oh, God.
So at least, they had a day to relax and whatnot. But yeah, that was the first thing out of his mouth is like, I did not agree to this. This is all their fault. I'm here under duress. So.
Oh God. Oh.
But it was
I needed a good laugh.
Foxamore Naboa, who is another pianist in fursuit pianist.
Yeah.
Huskoon was on there as if you needed any more drama. And I have a story with Dixie and Huskoon later that I actually have a hashtag that I have to create now.
Oh no.
We will get to that. We will get to that tomorrow. Yeah,
oh,
I have a Huskoon story.
And
so
I have no apologies for the amount of like how much I'm vaping on screen right now. I have like no apologies today. Mainly because it's gonna be a very long day for me. I'm just getting it out now.
Yeah, you work tonight, don't?
We're an hour
You work
in
tonight, don't you?
Yeah, we're an hour in, and I'm vaping this much. Yeah, it's gonna be a long freaking night for me. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that was
But
Saturday, right?
The piano accompaniment for that was really, really funny. They had a lot of fun. That I'm going to use a different excuse for this one.
Uh-oh.
This panel happened 11 to midnight. So I'm going to say that's why I can't really remember shit from this panel, because my God, that was late. I was literally up from about 8 o'clock in the morning until 12:30 the next morning. That was a long day. Now,
1 p.m. Express. Thank you, Sam. 1 p.m. Express.
The 4 p.m. Chaos Express is finally up to speed. Oh yeah, it is. But well, yeah, because she's in that. As far as Pride 48 goes, the only time zone that matters.
Yeah.
So now Saturday, and this is one of the first things, if you really want to watch some of the panels, Charity D&D. This was fun. Who was it? It was, they say Alkali, Dragor, and Phelan. Phelan was the DM, and he was the DM for our game on Sunday. If you come, oh my God, we've been talking for 55 minutes already.
You've just realized that? Yeah, that's why I was like, we're an hour in.
Well, I was wondering why my music stopped. I'm like, oh, it's going. Oh, there's no more music. Oh no, I gotta restart the music again.
Yeah, we're only up to Saturday right now? Yeah.
Oh yeah, this will be like last year. This will be a hell of a long show.
This is I'm gonna have to probably cut this in half. Like, actually, this would be a perfect time for me to actually stop the recording here and start the next recording for the next segment, because we still have Sunday and final thoughts and things like that to go through.
Well, Sunday, there's only a couple of things I have, because me and Mom and Dad went out for we went out for supper. So I skipped over a couple of things on Sunday. But let me know when you're good.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to stop the recording here. And
yep, stop the recording there.
It's got all the text of what Sam's been talking about. And this is going to be the end of part 1. And then part 2, I'm going to just start back up here in a bit, and it'll be all uploaded and da-da-da. So stay tuned for the next part.
The first part can be opening show Thursday and Friday. Now, Saturday is going to be a big day, but Sunday is...
Yeah, okay.
Sunday won't be much more than a panel or two and then closing thoughts. So that won't be too bad.
So those who are listening to part 1, this is where we're going to cut it. And we'll see you in part 2.
Ciao.